Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Chad from Green Acres. So yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend. I know I am, even though my football team lost, unfortunately. Being an Auburn fan, we're used to it over the last several years. It's a roller coaster ride, but here lately, over the last 5-6 years or so, so we haven't had a whole lot of success when it comes to the football team. But either way, hey, life goes on, right? Hopefully your team won, unlike mine. But yeah, y'all, I got my SCL 1000, as you see, out on the carport. Got my stump grinder attachment, quick attach attachment. Give them a big shout out, Orion at Quick Attach in Minnesota. Very good support when it comes to the attachments themselves. So yeah, for whatever reason, this particular attachment, the stump grinder, didn't come with a complete manual. So yeah, I didn't have the actual instructions to hook up the controller to the machine. So luckily, yeah, I let Ryan know this past week, and he sent me the PDF version of the manual itself, so he was able to show me what to do. Wasn't too hard, but if you're like me, you're not overly mechanical necessarily. I'm not gonna do a lot of things. I just like being sure of myself, right? I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I don't screw anything up with this new machine, so I'm not very familiar with it, obviously. But either way, yeah, Ryan over at Quick Attach, give him a big shout out. He sent me the information I needed to hook it up. Sure enough, it wasn't too hard. And I got to give my friends, Emery and Samantha, another shout out for buying me this particular attachment, y'all. I mean, this thing's not cheap, guys, and it's bought and paid for by those fine folks, that fine couple. Appreciate them and just blessed having my life. So yeah, it's paid for, right? Now it's just a matter of, now that things are slowing down when it comes to the lawn maintenance side of things, I can really start honing in on some jobs I already have lined up. I've already got some stump jobs lined up that I've talked to some customers about doing, and you know, I wasn't on a timeline or anything like that. Just they all told me I could get to it when I get to it. So that's basically what I've been doing here the last several weeks, is just trying to gauge interest in terms of getting some jobs lined up for the fall and the winter. And I've got a few stumps to be grounded up here coming up. Now it's slowing down, like I said, I feel like I can get to it. So I finally got it hooked up Friday evening. Actually, wasn't difficult. I figured I'd do this video just to show y'all in case anybody has a machine like this. I imagine it's going to be pretty similar if you have a Bobcat or whatever version you may have. But yeah, I figured I'd show you and tell you how I went about hooking it up. And y'all can let me know in the comments if there's anything I need to do, because I do have some questions. All right, guys, so let's check it out. I'll show you what I did here when it comes to attaching the controller itself. Pretty simple, like I said before. But yeah, seeing is believing. If you get one of these machines with this particular attachment, it'll make it easier for you. But either way, I actually saw a video. I think his name is Part-Time Digging, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong on that. And he has the SCL 1000, and he has an attachment just like this one. I think the company that made his, even though it looks similar, is Erskine. I'm not mistaken on that. But yeah, either way, I noticed how he had his hooked up when he was grinding the stump, and I ended up using a similar method in terms of hooking the controller up, you know, and yeah, securing it onto the machine itself. Either way, yeah, let me show you. So obviously it comes with the male end. I got it hooked up already. Everything's already hooked up. Obviously it's permanently hooked up to the attachment itself, the male end. Took the female end here, as you can see, and I took a zip tie to attach it to the coupling where you see these two holes. So obviously, if I was actually using it to make money, I'd probably take two of them. Just make sure it's more secure. But yeah, just trying to get an idea of hooking it up for the first time. I just did one, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, a question I have for you, should I do something to secure it, make it more hardy, so to speak, in terms of securing the female end to the coupling right here, which I think this is the most obviously logical place to put it. I mean, should I put it on the arm? I don't think that would make any sense. I think it's the most logical place to put it. And I think that should be fine. But should I maybe put a metal plate right there? That way I can screw the female end into that metal plate to make it more secure. Or should I just use a zip tie like I got now? Y'all let me know what you think. So let's move on up, guys. I'll show you. That's the first thing. I think the second thing is obviously it needs power. So for the controller, the control handle to work, so I had to hook up these two terminals here to the battery. Pretty simple, obviously. And once I close it down, There's room, let me show you. Yeah, there's plenty of room here. It's not gonna pinch the terminals itself. I just leave it right in here and it's not gonna pinch it. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy, fast and easy to hook up to the battery itself. And you obviously gotta have power to operate the attachment, you know, to make it swivel, you know, side to side and up and down. Brian was telling me, this is something I'm curious about, guys, what y'all would do if you're me or some of you guys that have experience with this machine, this particular attachment. Do y'all leave it on here, okay? Because he says it's fine to keep it hooked up if I want to. I'm just worried about hooking it up and keeping it on there if I'm not using it, you know, keeping the line, you know. Obviously I would secure it to the arm somehow, you know, kind of take some of the slack out of the line here. But I'd still be worried about, especially if I'm not using the grapple, you know, to get some brush or some limbs, that kind of thing, or working in the woods, I'd be worried about it getting ripped off and tore up. So that's the last thing I want. My thinking is I'm just going to probably just go ahead and plan on taking it off if I'm not using the grinder, just to avoid that from happening. But y'all let me know. Would y'all just leave it on there, or would you be safe? Rather be safe than sorry, right? And take it off each time. Again, it doesn't take that long, especially if I'm just zip tying the female in. And like I said, it's pretty easy to take it on and off the battery, these terminals here, these wires. So I think those are the main questions I have. In terms of what y'all would do, what you recommend, y'all let me know again. So I can actually, guys, if I turn off, the platform switch, I believe I can turn it off on the screen here. I believe there's something I can turn off to where I can operate the attachment without being on the platform. When I hooked it up the other day, I noticed it would turn off, the hydraulics would turn off if I went on the platform itself. I believe I can turn that safety precaution off in order to be able to operate on the sides of the machine just to get a better look, as it grinds that stump up, which is what I'd prefer to do. But either way, guys, I mean, it's pretty simple. It wasn't that hard, it wasn't that difficult to hook it up. Now it's just a matter of making money. I'm gonna get another view. I'm gonna turn the machine on and let y'all see it run, let you see it in action, swivel side to side and up and down, just so you can see for yourself. And I'll see if I can turn the actual the platform switch off so I can step on the side and operate it from without being on the machine itself. Either way, guys, hope this is helpful. I'll get some footage of the attachment, the head spinning here shortly. See you soon.